Hello, this is FG back with part 5 of our Obtrol campaign in EU4 Anbennar. And today, like I said in the last episode, we are going to do a monstrous conquest on our dear friends the Lakemen. So, there we go, we end the Dwarven Purge. We also would like... stop building a spy network on them. And we would like... okay, that's good. More Mossmouth Ogres is always nice. These guys can get converted over to Mossmouth Ogres too. Wait. No, those are Fjord Trolls. Okay, I'll skip that then. And spy network. Alrighty. We will take Tech 16 for no real reason, I guess. Besides, I kind of want it. That's one battle done. Goblin refugees. Take some money. No, we don't want to upgrade that yet. Okay, do that. Actually, let me steal maps of the southern cities, I guess. Yeah, sounds good. Okay. We do have discipline. Yes, we do. Alright. Military leader left us. Oh yeah, 6 shop general. New organization. Good. Oh yeah, we're saving money. Major renown. Yeah, we'll just say, yeah, they're from here. Not getting taking war score yet. But luckily, they're doing what I had hoped they would do, which is split their armies up. Which it's not. Come on, man. Really? Go deal with that. Alrighty. Can we do that? Alright, this army needs to just go up there. It'll siege that province down. Okay, thing retreat, that's not the worst thing. They've already lost 150,000. Abdul Livlum. It's kind of just a matter of time before they run out of manpower. Okay, let me check something else. Military, army quality. Yes. that. They do have a lot of professionalism though, which means they will be able to get quite a lot of worth them anyways. And they are going right there. Let's call this the Great War for the Plains. Sounds like a cool name. Everlasting Friendship. And we will take this. It's 10% admin efficiency. Pick off a little bit right there. Pick off the dwarves as well. Do that. Goblin migration continues. Alright. We're approaching the point where we will have converted every province we can of our wayward kin. The Lake Fed sending so many men north is quite nice, as it lets us siege down quite a bit of the plains. While sieging things down does not help us with our war goal, it will help us get their war exhaustion up. Like-minded immigration. Yes, this is my good stack wipe. Okay, there's a lot of rivers here. Manpower is not looking super hot. Another stack wipe. Take that money. Cavalry shock does not help us, but supply limit does, so we will take that. Alrighty. So what we want is basically everything they have up here in the north, as well as that. Yeah, we just probably want our claims first. Remember, once we hit... Oh, I already hit 5,000 gold. Glorious ice. When we took the giant's manse from the Olive men, there was no great manse left of the Jotun forebearers. The humans carved into the greatest stairs and closed the old doors to fit their tiny arms and legs. We have torn out these changes, and now the manse is the old style once more, where Trollkin must climb the stairs one by one. In this way, the Jotun might return sooner and lead us south again to reclaim the Jotunlagen. But we have done more than make the manse like old. We have built 4 towers on the inside the walls, like giants of giants. These towers stand tall. Our troll mages will cast great and mighty spells from atop, and these spells will bring cold, and these spells will bring darkness, and these spells will bring the hatred of the trolls for the defeat of the Jotun by the trickery of humankind. So we get this, which actually gives us a bunch of ship trade power. I like to imagine that we're getting ship trade power from, like, freezing the sea or something. I don't know why that'd help our ships out, but that's just what I'm imagining. And we have hit 1,000 gold. Greatest Jotun Palace. In Ridgardhaven did our emperor a massive Jotun home decree, where lapped the giant's grave, pon fjord's measureless demand, the call of the death-cold sea. So twice 5 miles of rigid ground, with walls and towers were girded round, and there were gardens dense with alpine moss, where stood many an ice-hewn pillar. And here were stones ancient as the giants, enfolding epic halls of assembly. And we get even more admin efficiency, because we didn't have enough. Orcish refugees, let them in. These are also cannons, which is nice. Can't convert anything right now. Alright, these guys can come up. And these two can come over this way, and this one can come right here. Yes, this is the best army. Another stack wipe. Start marching this way. Obtrol the EU4 they want out. I knew that would happen pretty soon. Alright, this army needs to reform. And then do that battle. Not a stack wipe, but a pretty good battle either way. Alright, this army wants to march south. Okay, the age will be over, and we should peace out the war before then, because we do have that war score cost against other religions. Goblin migration continues. Those poor souls in. Alright. this battle. Wipe them out. Wipe them out. These little 20 stacks aren't really much of an issue for us. What should we get? Just gonna keep building. Let them in. Alright. We'll take all of this. Well, it's some money. Yeah. And we want to send an army right here. Army over here. Army right here. Orcish refugees, yep. Let those boys in. Okay, let's build a few more of these. Build a great palace. Trade policy success. Unfortunate that. They don't want access. These guys... let's just go ahead and finish these wars out. Send 2 of these guys over to there. What kind of cultures are these? Basically all of them. Build a few more buildings. Put them in. Pouring is all done. Miracle of Life. Monstrous Conquest. There we go. Restore Serpent's Veil Irrigation. Start with the north. Oh, put that in the wrong province. There we go. refugees. That's good. Drowned Isle. That's 20. Wait, it's Drowned Giant Isles and... Okay, those two. And we want to do encourage development right here. Take that. Actually hit that twice. It's 20, and then we build this thing. Spirit Decor, Karam Uleg, Gun Refugees, take that. Yep. Alrighty. Guys can just handle the south. Province conversions. All right. Nilful Trolleri. Towards the end of the 17th century, historians began to take note of unusually low temperatures throughout the years, with occasional snowfalls in the Hellenic Reach continuing into Helmand. Termed the Little Ice Age, it is unclear what caused this change in the climate. Some claim that Helon is steadily moving away from the sun, while others suppose it is the sun dimming it, as all fires eventually do. In Garudia, the explanations are more mystical in origin, with local humans claiming that trolls have cast a spell of Everwinter or Nifltrolleri. The trolls seem to share this belief from what we can tell. It remains unclear, though, whether this story began with the trolls and spread to the Garudians, or vice versa. One thing is sure, however. If trends continue as they are, it won't be a Little Ice Age much longer, and we get runic wards all over the place. Yep. A strange signal. Faint, like a humming in the air, but not quite. Our mages have been murmuring for weeks of a noise in the air that only the strongest of them can hear. At first we disregarded this because the mages are always murmuring about something or other, and that rarely matters much. This has proven different, though. They now tell us that the noise is strongest when facing north, but we are the north. There is nothing beyond our kingdom but wherever the Jotun went. It was the realization that spread through trollkind like fire. This could finally be the Jotun's return. This could be their signal calling to us. Investigate the signal. There's our trader. There we go. Orcish refugees. Yep, we let them in. Investigate the signal. Well, I think we missed 2 provinces, but that's okay. Noble families feud. Fight it out. What else can I get? Guess we'll take this. Oh yeah, that's one thing I need to do. Move that over here. And move these ships to protect trade in Serpent's Head. These ships to protect trade in Serpent's Head. Calvary the Kolninger. And now we can take until the end of days. For generations upon generations, we had waited for the return of our Jotun forebears from the northern expanse of ice. For generations upon generations, we had been disorganized and weak in the face of human expansion. No longer. Ours was a generation, not a generation, to hide in caves at the edge of the world. We have united and pushed back against the human incursions of the Dowermen and the Olafmen. Further still, we have recaptured the south coast from the... well, we haven't done that yet. Allenmen, taking all of Old Garud for ourselves. We will not stop until all of Canor is under our control, and the Jotun Lagen has been re-established, as in the days of our Jotun forebears. Even so, we have accomplished what has never been witnessed in the history of Trollkind. We have built an empire. From this generation and every generation to follow, this is our land. This is our law. So we get a much better much better core creation cost, much better construction cost, better development cost. See? And we're all good. We now can convert at lightning speeds. Here's our commandant. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Upgrade this. Alright. What am I doing? Yes, this. I want to go ahead and core this up, as these are our ogre cousins. Do that. Put them in. How many years until this is gone? A whole lot. We'll start upgrading stuff. Trade crisis. Do that. Refugees. Transfer. What else? More conversions, noble families feud, let them fight it out. You know what? I am just gonna go take these 2 provinces. maps of the East for bit. Okay, I guess not. Move over this way then. Build a whole bunch more ships. Trolls are lost. Hear the signal. The expedition quickly became lost. Alright. Let them in. And that'll be real quick. And we lose our extra missionary. That sucks. Turn absolute to the map 30. Forgot to do that. Diplomats needs to go. More conversions. We'll take this. Mammoth gunners, mammoth artillery. Ironworking. Goblin migration continues. Steal maps of East Forbidden Plains. Refugees, confiscate their money. Let's take that. Oh, great. Didn't even need to. Refugees. Build a few of these. Whole bunch more production buildings. Still have 27,000 men sitting somewhere. And we will steal maps of this. Is that all of the cores I can take from them? Yes, it is. Alrighty. Grab these two provinces. Should probably also full core this stuff. There's our Inquisitor. No. Alright. This is done. It's already a world port. 25 development. Church development. Goblin refugees. We'll let them in. Flathide ogre's alright. This also needs a bigger port. These are valuables. Goblin refugees. Alright, is there anything interesting? No. Don't need that. Land theft. Province. Ooh. Is there a good province? Yes, this one. Need to actually upgrade some of my ports. That'd help a lot. Secure the more, secure Garudia. Garudian prosperity, open public schools. Separatist. There we go. west once again. Truce expired with these guys. Actually, I might just go to war with them again. Just because I want to beat them up a little bit. And there were those provinces we never actually got to take. I actually just want to take these loans instead. Alright, and what we want is religious ideas. Okay. Transfer trade power from the Ogre Steppes. 2 of a kind. Level 3 Commandant. Hidden place of Offantuir. We have found it. Far to the north, frozen deep within the permafrost, the magic set led our expedition to the top of an immense tower sticking out of the ice. They uncovered a window from the snow and began the careful descent to the floor of the inner chamber. Like dwarfkin to trollkin, this is how our trolls felt, looking upon the oversized ornamentation within that palace. This was the palace of the Jotun, like what only existed in ruins throughout Gerudo. We know that the Jotun were great, but the size was far beyond our expectations. Truly, our ancestors were right to follow in such footsteps as these, because nowhere in the world can such wonder be found. However, the signal that led our expedition to the tower ceased the moment they entered the tower, and the source was never found. If the signal was from the Jotun, there were none left on our arrival. We must try to court to and from the place and send more expeditions as soon as possible. What mysteries can we unveil? Relics retrieved. Ooh, this looks fun. Having established safer routes to and from the Jotun Palace to the north, several of our expeditions have told us of the various treasures that have been found within. There is a bow of Balamir, which is ablaze by never-ending fire, but to use the bow sears the wielder permanently, and they shall never know peace from the feeling of burning. There is the horn of Offantuir, which rallies the courage of those who hear its call. There is the raven of living silver, which can speak and report the movements of our enemies. There is the ice menhir, from which we can read the histories and secrets of our Jotun forebears. And finally, there is the harp of Gunalad, whose enrapturing melody can pierce even the hardest of troll hearts. We might be able to take one of these for our monarch to use. With such an artifact, none could question our legitimacy and height as the rulers of Trollkind. However, it is unwise to take more than one, or we would be seen as looters of our forebear, no better than the humans who looted the palace of Gerudo. And get aggressive expansion, Diplo Annex, Ice Menhir for tech cost, siege ability, morale of armies. Let's take Balamir's Flaming Bow. The Wonders of the North. The last great thaw 2,000 years ago brought the return of the Jotun to our lands under Jormir, the thawed king, and we rallied to his established ruler of the ice realm of the north. We do not know from where they came, but they cannot be gone forever. The Jotunlagen is an everlasting and everlasting, and ever shall the Jotun rule. We must send more expeditions to the north to seek out what wonders they hold. Already we have found vast fields of ice, boundless caves filled with ancient trollkin art, and the temperatures that threaten even our regenerative abilities. What remains to be discovered is uncertain, and still we search for the remaining Jotun so that another thawed king might arise. Wonders of the North. Thus so came to pass a new empire upon the political stage, not an empire based on brutality like those of men, nor an empire based on duplicity like those of dwarves. No, this is an empire of diplomacy, having united the trolls, the ogres, and the orcs. This was a vast empire of learning, having established open universities across Gerudo. This was an empire of self-sacrifice, having taken on the burden of enlightening the smaller races to their low nature. For all that the humans and dwarves accused the trolls of was truly the ugliness that they saw within themselves, projected onto a foreign foe. No, the troll has removed the yoke of the old injustice from their backs and replaced it with a yoke of common purpose. And with the rise of this new empire, so rises the new age of prosperity for the lands of the Giantkin. Not even during the Jotunlagen of old was the land so justly ruled, and so may the rule of the trolls begin, and so may the Jotunlagen begin. And we will get that word. Which gives us this. Construction cost, land force limit, fort maintenance, regiment cost, province war score cost, garrison size, institution spread, maximum absolutism, governing capacity modifier. So yes, this is just kind of a sort of busted government form for us. We're just gonna leave like 2 of these boys behind. Send the rest over this way. Alright, that could have gone better. Yep, that. Once we empower the Ebon Steel runes, I'm going to call that a campaign. Cultural shift. Cool. And this will be bombarded. Alrighty, and that's that fort gone, which was basically the biggest obstacle in this initial stages of this war. Alrighty. Do that. Alright. Let's go with this. There we go. Not quite, don't quite have positive war score, or positive ticking war score. Hopefully a few good battles should do that. admin efficiency. Half orc minority created. Manufactory. Take that off. I know what you're doing, dwarves. You're not sneaky. Okay, and we can do Empower the Ebb and Steel runes. From the earth an unremarkable black rock, from the fire a metal dark as night, and with a spoken word a true identity revealed. What was once ordinary, now is powerful. The true power of ebb and steel is to resist failure. Incoming blows are blocked by the metal's innate desire to remain untouched. Many heroes in Gerudian history have sworn by a plate of ebb and steel for their resilience. Yet there is another identity, yet unspoken, for an ebb and steel. In ancient times, the ebb and steel was crafted individually, with each piece given a different tale to imbue it with a unique power. The modern rediscovery of the forging of ebb and steel has lost this individuality, depending on a set list of litanies to be recited to unlock its magical properties. And while that may be possible to achieve the way of our ancestors once more, what has been achieved now is something of a useful compromise. Some of the latent properties of ebb and steel can be reawakened during the forging with a new mix of recited tales. However, this awakening of properties has a strange side effect. All ebb and steel armaments already mass forged with our already established skaldic songs will be overwritten with newer ones, and from then will remain stubbornly unchangeable in their identity. The old identities that have resurfaced are old, yet have changed over the years in their own ways. Skaldic fire was once imbued into the weapons to give the gift of burning flame with each blow, but it can now be delivered from afar with ebb and steel firearms. The fire that sustains Gerudia from the endless winters can now not only burn our enemies, but also shield us from their own missiles, burning them away with embers. The Einjar essence taps into the power of past heroes, not only of our immediate ancestors. While empowered by the Einjar, each swing is masterfully swung and each blow absorbed by supernatural guidance. With each wound inflicted by ebb and steel weapons, the dread grows in the mind of the enemies, and wrath controls the wrath of centuries of Gerudian heroes. And we will take this. We want the ones that give us the Skaldic Fire. These poor souls in. They siege that. Okay. Some army this way. Let's just go destroy them. Marital Bliss. Yep. Build a manufacturer here. Of course I will. This isn't even my Ebb and Steel army, which I really should have left the Ebb and Steel army actually over here. I do want to give that army a bit of a test drive. Yes, here they are. This is a farmland province. Manpower and True Faith provinces. Not busted at all. Alright, and a third army over here. For development. Let's take encourage development. That. Where else can be developed a little bit? Production value. Yep. Let's give this baby a bit of a test drive. Nice. Not quite as powerful as Artificers, but nor is it anything to laugh at. Gifted state. We like money. Harpies. There's the money. These guys. Oh no, there goes our Inquisitor. Like that guy. Harsh treatment. Pretty easy way to get absolutism. For those of you who didn't know that was a thing. Especially with Troll Administration, we get 50% discount on that. Yeah, they knew they were going to lose that. Version. All right. Do that. No, Obtrol level managed to siege something down. Cool. Counterpoint. I think they liked my argument. Fun thing about the Lake Federation is they have like some of the worst unit pips, at least last time I saw, which makes them kind of a joke to fight. They don't really get too many military buffs. They get a lot of buffs to manpower, but they never really end up having particularly high quality armies, at least where it matters. Jotuns. Alright. Decently sized province. I'll take that. And peace out. Okay, I'm gonna end it there. We're at an hour. We've done everything, all the major stuff. There isn't really any sort of interesting events over here. This is basically just, for these missions, it's basically just build Navy, get some Marines. For this, it's just get some spy network construction. Over here, this is kind of interesting, but this is better if you're actually, like, planning on playing a little while and going beyond. I'd basically just grab by the time I grabbed Northern Gwed, I would be #1 GP, and at that point, the game would kind of have difficulties throwing anything at me. Next, if I were to keep on playing, obviously I'd keep expanding into the Lake Federation. Probably next time I would take the southern sort of section. Obviously I'd go into Vamrahar and take their stuff, take the stuff from Gwed, and probably move on to the Gnomish hierarchy. At some point I'd get around to Krakadrimvor, but who cares? It's about it, really. There's not too much else to do. I think it'd be interesting, though, just sort of as an idea to play as, like, a colonial Obtrol. I think that might be funny to do one day. If anyone wants to try something a little weird and just move over into Aelantir. I think you can do that with one of these islands over here. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you've all enjoyed this game. It has been a fun game. It's been pretty fast, actually. Haven't really taken too long to do too much. This is only episode 5, but we're already at 1626, and I think we did pretty well. I mean, our nation is Mountain Watchers. We have our 2 kin absorb. We don't need to talk about them. They're not real ogres. Let's look at the ledgers, though. For country, most ducats, we have the second most. 100 power projection. Absolutism-wise, we'd get up pretty far. Admin efficiency, we're actually, yeah. We don't even have great absolutism right now. We're only #4 score comparison-wise, because we started quite weak. Score through the ages, score over time. Nation's technology. We're actually decent innovativeness-wise. Religion. Oh yes, this is fun. Mountain Watchers is actually the #6 faith, which is pretty cool. Territories, provinces, province development, advisors, military leaders. We have good leaders. Rulers, we tended to have pretty good rulers, previous rulers. I think overall our rulers are pretty decent. Great projects, don't care about that. Army quality, here we go. #1 morale, #1 discipline. Not the best siege ability, really good defensiveness. Not amazing professionalism, but we weren't focusing on it. We have #2 tradition, for what we can see. force limit wise, actually pretty good. Okay, let me actually hit the observe button so we can look around the world a little bit. We actually have Big Defui. I just want to check something. Yeah, about what I thought. AI doesn't really know how to use missions. Vamrahar is huge. Decatur is actually big, which is pretty cool. We got Gawedi, where this region is. Dalier, which is cool. The Maria's big. Cornsfield is huge. Where are all these guys higher shar too? Really? Okay. These are the guys who come from Great Ording, I believe. I'll be honest, I actually checked. I observed out after the last episode, and Sarda had previously basically had all of this besides the those guys. Command is actually not that impressive. Cheon, Baihrung. These guys have a mission tree. By the way, Buvari. Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff is sort of interesting. Yeah, the Guamud managed to expand before collapsing to Duhi and Tianla. Alright. Let's end it back where we started. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed this campaign. I didn't quite get everything, but yeah, I found it enjoyable. Thank you so much and have a good day.